Yo, what's up, André?
What's up, bro? How are you?
Yes, I'm good, and you? How's your week been?
Extremely busy.
Wow.
I'm actually pretty disappointed that I was like, you know what? Like, I have a lot to do. I'm not going to open my charts. I'm just like not going to look, and missed a really great.
Yeah. I
Pretty
mean, that just tanked, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That just was one way to the downside. I mean, over 140 points on ES just alone.
Yeah. It sucks to miss those days, to be honest, but like you can't catch them all. So whatever. How's my audio, by the way?
Yeah, no, it's coming through clean. It's coming through clean.
Okay,
I'm
good.
out in the open here, so hopefully it should be fine. Yeah,
you're good.
should be fine. But yeah, I mean, CPI came in. We haven't really done much right now, at least.
Let me see. CPI came lower than expected. Interesting. When is this for? This is a delayed read though, right?
Correct. Yeah, definitely is a delayed read.
Yeah. The usually what I mean, and I don't have any data on this, but from what I've seen, when CPI, when that reaction, that initial 830 reaction has been positive, like usually like we sell off the other way during the market open, but
Sure.
This reaction has not been that big. So
probably also because there was such a big range there yesterday, right? There was from top to bottom was like, like 160 points, 150 points on ES.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get so we got obviously the market open here in 9 minutes. Am I lagging a bit? I don't know. Seems like it's coming through.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, cool. So
by the way, we're
going to be watching.
Go for it. Go for it.
I was going to say the one thing that I'm going to be watching, I think, especially after CPI prints now, is protecting capital from this week. I'm green on the week. I've sized down since being on the road, so I don't want to just push unnecessarily. And I think it's probably a smart thing to do. But yeah, go ahead, André.
I was going to say that we are going to be adding, I think I spoke about this last time, but a pre-market to the what's in play. So you will be able to see, like, if there's a gap up, what the gap size is, if price is within yesterday's range or outside of yesterday's range. Like the inside bars will be like we're going to have a section called like potentially in play. So as things are still in the pre-market form, you'll be able to pretty much see like what can I be looking at right now. So yeah, the what's in play,
Sure.
we really want to focus on the what's in play and like developing it and improving it. So if you guys have any suggestions on what we could do, what like would make your experience better, please let us know. Like that would be huge, honestly.
Yeah, let's André, get your screen up and let's just go over the what's in play today as well. I know you like using the what's in play a little bit more than me. I love the screener, bro. I must say, that's my favorite part of the edgeful while I'm trading, live, like in action. But obviously the reports and that are great, and then you can add your own reports into the screener too, which is obviously fantastic. But I know you use the what's in play a little bit more than me.
Yeah, like kind of the way that I think about the difference between the what's in play and the screener, because I know that we added obviously the bias bar to the top of the what's in play. So like some people might be a little bit confused about what the difference is between the what's in play and the screener. Now, obviously the market's not open, so like there's nothing really to show here, but the difference really is that you use the screener for an overall market bias, right? If you're trading the indexes, YM, RTY, ES, NQ, you want to be looking at the screener for the overall market bias. That's going to consider Apple, NVDA, Tesla, Netflix, Microsoft, etc. If the screener is extremely bearish, then it's extremely unlikely that NQ is going to be going up. So you use the screener to understand what's going on overall in the market context. James, I'm muting you quick. and use the what's in play for the actual A+ setups that you are going to trade on the tickers that you're going to trade. So you don't want to have, and James, you're muted, but I muted you, by the way. But you don't want to have 40 tickers in your what's in play. You want to have the things that you're actually going to trade: ES, NQ, YM, whatever you're actually going to trade, GC, SI. That's what you want to put in the what's in play. Those are the trades that you actually want to take. Those are more detailed setups. So that's really the difference. And what I'm going to be really focusing on now is improving the what's in play and improving the screener. So getting that understanding of what you guys like about it versus what you don't. Like, obviously that's ideal. Like, please let us know, because like, I want to know what you guys like and don't, obviously.
Yeah, sorry, the door was busy blowing open there, bro. It's windy, yeah.
No worries.
But yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you know, I've kind of customized my own screener to the tickers that I watch, really. I don't want like Costco on my daily bias. It's not going to affect what I'm looking at, right? So I think you should be putting in what you trade predominantly.
Yeah, exactly. And we have it preloaded with some, like, the heaviest weighted stocks in the S&P and the NASDAQ, but you can put in whatever you want.
Yeah.
So.
Markets rallied a little bit and looks like it's coming back down now. They don't look like they're following through on that rally after CPI.
Yeah. Also, if you look at this indicator that I'm using here is the HTF candles. It's part of the edgeful plan, so you will get access to it. What it does is it shows you the higher time frame candles while you're on a lower time frame chart. So pretty much, like, I'm on a 15-minute chart here, and I'll actually just hide this. I'm on a 15-minute chart, and what I get now is a view of the 30-minute chart, the 1-hour chart, the 4-hour chart, and the most recent candles on those charts. And then you can decide how many candles per time frame you want to appear. So what we can see right now is that price has been extremely choppy. There's no clear direction here on the higher time frames. And what you can do, I'll add back in my 15-minute chart. I'm going to drop down to a 5-minute. This is usually the way that I use it personally. And I usually will take off the 4-hour for myself. And now I get to see what the higher time frames are, right? So also on my 15-minute chart here, you can pick how many candles you want. So right now I have 3 candles for my 15-minute candle chart here. If I switch this to 5, I'm going to get the 5 most recent 15-minute candles. So you can see, obviously, this is the run up from right over here. And then now we're consolidation. We're having a little bit of a reversal with a few, like, larger top wicks. So this is important for me to know. I found for myself that I swap back and forth between the 5-minute, the 15-minute, and the 1-hour, and the 4-hour. And, like, it was just so annoying, to be honest, that I was like, you know, I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to be able to see the most recent candles for the higher time frames on my charts myself. So that's really the inspiration for this indicator. And again, all of you have access to it if you have access to edgeful. And one thing that we probably should talk about more is over here in the support, build a custom trading view indicator. We will actually build indicators for you guys, and we will build, well, we need to approve it, obviously, but you can submit a request for us to build a trading view indicator, a custom report, a feature entirely, like for edgeful. Pretty much, if there's something that's useful to you, let us know and we will consider building it out. And indicators is obviously one of them, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. We do have the market open in about 2 minutes here. I'm going to get another coffee before we start.
Yeah.
So
you should be able to hear me a little bit better now, André. I moved inside.
The audio was fine before, but yeah, it's good. You're good now.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. Perfect. I'm going to pull up your screen.
Yeah. So, guys, As I said, pre-market. I thought we could get a little bit of a pop higher before maybe a move back down today. I'm looking for previous week's lows. So let's just get this chart to load up here. Yes, on the 15-minute time frame. Previous week's lows was back down at 751. So that's kind of what I'm looking for at the moment for the downside movement. As I said, you can get those indicators with edgeful. There you go. Previous week's lows back down at 751, call it. And those indicators you can get on the left-hand side. TradingView indicator access as well as the NinjaTrader indicator access too. So that's my plan for the downside momentum today. We do have the open now in 45 seconds. Any examples of A+ setups for MES? Well, everyone will be different. What I like to use is the opening range and VWAPs, right? So let's go like this. Opening range. So yesterday I managed to bag some shorts here. I didn't get obviously the whole move. That would be nice. But a break of the opening range to the downside like this. Okay. A break to the opening range to the downside, a pullback, and then a retest off of it lower off the VWAP. Same as a move to the high side as well. So that's kind of like a break and retest of opening range high or opening range low using the edgeful data. That would be my A+ setup personally for me. So market's just open now 5 seconds ago. Let's see what we do get into the open. VIX is trading higher, above 20 right now. So keep that in mind. Yeah, 100%, Mickey. Yeah, so I love using the opening range with VWAP. It just is what I love to use. And then obviously pair the edgeful screen in play. And you can get that. As you can see, I've customized my daily bias to the tickers and that I like to look for.
Yeah.
We can see the DAX also. Yeah, so I was saying for like a short-term perspective, like the downside back at previous week's lows, which would be 751 on ES, back down here, previous week's lows is sitting back down here at 751 using the edgeful indicator as well. So, but just a very, very choppy range overnight, I must say.
Yeah, after a day like yesterday, I'm not too surprised, to be honest. I'm not expecting too much out of today either, but we'll have to see. You know what I would not be surprised about, honestly? Just give me 1 second.
Let's have a look here.
1 sec.
And again, someone asked what's like an A+ setup. Another thing that I like to put over here, if you go to the report section, okay, and you go to that opening candle continuation, this is by far, my favorite, or at least in the top 2. But opening candle continuation, if we can go to ES or NQ, I do like using it on NQ as well. But NQ has great stats on this. In the last 6 months, if that first hour is bullish, 79.41% of the time we will actually close as a bullish closing day. And then vice versa for the short, 77.42. So if you just wait for that first hour and you look to take, like I know Zinc likes taking that, basically the first hour's retracement and then trading in the direction of that first hour. It's literally what he's done, and he's taking a, what was it, like 30K payout. So there's a nice.
Dude, you got denied.
You got denied?
He got denied. And I was like, no, dude. They denied him. I was like, come on, that's crazy. They said he didn't make enough money, and he was like, dude, yes, I did. Yeah, he got denied.
Crazy,
so
dude.
he tweeted about it. He was like, my second denial. And yeah, I was like, give this guy his money. Like he's earned it.
Let me go check the tweet. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's from yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, he got denied. That's crazy.
That's a shit one.
Yeah.
Let's go and have a look here. Twitter, Mr. Zinc.
Yeah, yesterday, if you scroll down like twice, you'll see it. Unable to approve your payout.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy to me assuming he didn't break the rules, like obviously, like whatever, I don't know what the rules, I don't know the details of like the accounts he bought or what the rules are or whatever else, but like, oh, it's back under review with Apex. I watched them yesterday. Okay, good. Apex opened a case. Okay, good. I mean, like, thank you, Mark. Yeah, it would be pretty unfortunate. Like, let's assume he didn't break the rules. For all the people who say, I mean, people getting denied payouts, like I didn't break the rules and you're denying your payout, like, honestly, these prop firms are making so much money. Like, why are you not just paying these people out?
Dude.
Like, does it really make a difference to
them? No, probably not.
No, but I mean, really doesn't.
For an individual retail trader, 30K is a lot of money, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are moving. Interesting. YM looks like we're moving back down here.
What's going on?
And
we've just been like,
not
doing
great.
YM,
YM's trading lower. Let's get your screen up here as well. There we go, like that. What's happening on the Mag 7? Some of the Mag 7 stocks.
Absolutely torched my tongue on this coffee right now. Apple is completely collapsing. You know what I would not be surprised about? One of these. Take out the Globex low here and then consolidate and then just rip in the other direction. The thing is, there's no, I don't like this at all. This here, I don't like this at all.
Yeah, like it's just trading within the range still, the pre-market highs and lows.
The orb is pretty big so far. It's 0.5% already. So it's about to get bigger. So keep that in mind. Do you have any reports that show days range following a big range? Hold on one sec. Let me check something. Let's see. Okay, so what we do have, and I'll pull up this report. Okay, so obviously yesterday exceeded ADR. That is without question, right? So we have an ADR report. The sub-report is the by streak sub-report, and this is the question I'm answering here. It's the ADR by streak report, and what it measures is if ADR was exceeded yesterday, what is the likelihood that it gets exceeded again today? Really not much here. If ADR was respected, what is likely to get respected? So like it's like there's not a correlation, which is also pretty nice. Like, right, you would think that maybe there is a correlation of like a giant day. Today would be not as big of a day, but what it shows is it's actually 50-50. Like there's no determined or like edge in saying that because yesterday was big, today will also be big. So you can see that here. It's the ADR by streak. Yeah, that's the one that I would use for this. But yeah, when you get a move like this, it's kind of crazy to think about. Like a lot of these larger moves are typically to the downside.
They are.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
But
well, you said you like shorting, bro.
I love it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I much prefer the shorts, to be honest. And I'm sure that a lot of you here have kind of picked up on that. But yeah, I much prefer being short. I think the moves are a lot faster. I think that they don't grind as much. I much prefer being short. Also, gap filled, midnight open was hit, previous day's low was hit. So inside bars report's not in play anymore, and this is where you're going to be able to see that. But there's really not much that's in play right now. And so what has completed already. Unfortunately, a lot, but inside bars is already done. We opened right next to it, so like not every day is going to have a great setup, but these are already played out. 90% inside bars, another 90%, 88% gap fill by size, ICT by size played out, inside bars played out. All of these already played out, which is like not great. Just because it was literally right at the open, like it just like went up, took out the 2 levels there, went down, took out the level below it, and like nothing you can do there. You don't want to actually trade that. But now we just need to wait. I want to wait for the orb to form and then go from there.
Yeah, that's going to be my plan too. Just waiting for that orb to form, and then we'll see what happens. As I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see it take the lows and then move higher.
Yeah.
As you said earlier, yeah.
Dude, your boy George Russell might have a championship winning car this year.
Hey, he might. He might.
I hope not.
I'm not surprised Mercedes are picking it up. I mean, like after Red Bull's been dominating like the last 4 years. But look at McLaren last year. They won a championship, and the individual and the drivers. So and individual and the constructors. So it's it's super competitive.
Lando should
it's
not
super
have won
competitive at the moment.
Kimi Antonelli screwed Max on the second to last race when he let Lando by. He lost by 2 points. Kimi gave him the 2 points. And if you're tied on points at the last race, they go based off of race wins. And Max would have won.
Yeah.
Kimi screwed him. Also, dude, you keep saying Lewis Hamilton 8-time champion. False, bro. False. You know why? Not because of 2021, but because Nelson Piquet sent it into the wall and he didn't deserve the championship with McLaren. And what's his name? Montoya is it Montoya? No, it's Crashgate. Hold on.
No, Felipe Massa.
Felipe Massa is like, dude, you screwed me out of my championship. So he is a 7-time world champion because he got screwed out of one. He got the other one.
You know, Lewis Hamilton also almost won in his rookie year. That was crazy. That was when Kimi Räikkönen won. But that was a crazy one too. But no, 8-time.
7, dude. I'll give you that 2021 was like that was like a messed up with the rules, but what was that? What year was that? 2008?
That was 2008, yeah. 2008.
Yeah. 2008. He should not have won
that. Do you guys use all by breakout report or retracement? So I use it by breakout for the algos and stuff like that. But from a discretional trading perspective, I do wait for a retracement. But from the algos perspective, I look at the breakout. From discretion, I look at the after we've broken out, I look for a retracement. Like right now, we're still trading inside of it, so I'm not going to be looking to take trades right now.
Yeah,
how do you kind of use the orb, André? Like, if you can, from your perspective.
Yeah. So for me, first of all, I'm going to remove this. I mean, I'll just leave it actually. But the way that I like to use the orb is the data is actually not that strong in terms of a single or double break. So you can see here, the NQ orb is like not fantastic. It's like practically 50-50. It's not great. But I'm not going to use the orb single or double break. What I'm going to use the orb as is my levels specifically to trade off of. So that's what I like to do. But wow, ES is really like falling off a cliff here. So I will use the orb as my levels, but I'm not going to use the orb data here to tell me like, okay, price is going to break only one side, because I'll go to the bi-weekday report, and even like some of the weekdays are stronger, but they're really not great still. So what I'll do is I'll look at the double break. Okay, this one's actually pretty strong. Mondays are pretty strong single break, which is kind of shocking, honestly. This I actually didn't know. Okay, so 75% single break on Mondays, which is actually that's pretty important to know. But Tuesdays are the opposite, pretty much. So 61% double break. Wednesdays is a mix. Thursdays is a mix. Fridays is a mix. So really Mondays are the only day where I would go off of a single break. But Is useful long opening candles. What do you mean? Is it useful in long opening candles like today?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how big the candles are. It's just measuring if it was bullish or bearish, right?
Well, are you talking about the opening candle continuation, or is he talking about? Just let me know. Just reply in the comments there.
Yeah, I was talking about the opening candle continuation. Yeah.
Well, we have a by size variation of the opening candle continuation.
Sure.
Also, dude, imagine what we just said, that drawing that I just did with the break the overnight lows and just
it
rip.
Happens, yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Did you see this candle right here?
Yep. Give me a sec.
Yeah, so you can go to the opening candle continuation by size and look at it there to see if it makes a difference. We do have the sub report on Edgeful, so if you want to check that out, like I always recommend looking at the sub reports for something that you like. I wonder if there's... If anyone sees any news or anything, please let me know. So by the way, what I'm looking at now, I don't really use this like too often, but what I'm looking at now is the tick. So the way that this works, one sec. I forget, I think it's the New York Stock Exchange. It considers pretty much the cumulative tick of all of the stocks in the New York Stock Exchange, or some sort. I'm actually going to look it up because I forget now, but I forget what is made up. Hold on one sec. Pretty much what this measures and what this looks at is everything moving together at once in a certain direction. So I'm gonna, God, why can't I find how it works?
Yeah, look at that bounce, bro, as you were saying. Sorry, I'm just, the family's in the background here as well. It's just bedtime for Beckham.
Heart-shaped recovery for Valentine's Day. Let's see if it holds. Yeah, I think I like these longs here, to be honest. If we can get a pullback back into this little area right here where the gap fill opening retracement previous day's low is and it holds, I will look for some sort of, if we get one of these, I will look for some sort of long here.
Dude, we are NASDAQ and ES are bouncing.
Yeah, bro.
Hard. Yeah. It's still inside the range though. So that's.
Which range? Dude, with you, I never know what range you're talking about.
Opening range, opening range.
Opening, the 15-minute orb?
Yeah, 15-minute orb, yeah. You got it looking out now. What's that? Oh, that's NASDAQ, sorry. ES is on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orb is much bigger. Keep this in mind, guys. Like, this is a pretty big orb for NQ. So keep that in mind because God, I really hope today's not one of those days. Look at Broadcom.
Bro, I might take a long here on this 5-minute close.
Yeah. I might take a
remember last week. Remember last week Friday's recovery as well off those lows too.
I know, that's what I don't want it to be another one of those days, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love if we can get a pullback to the gap fill midnight level and hold. The problem is, again, the orb is very big, so your stop is going to have to be a lot bigger, which is annoying, but there's no data, right, today?
No, there was just
no data
CPI.
No more data, at least.
Yeah.
If we can get a pullback to that gap fill, I would be pretty happy. To this 760 area, I would be pretty happy with that for continuation.
Yeah, the only thing on NQ that I don't like is we are pre-market highs, which is sitting kind of like at 850 area where we wicked kind of right now.
Yeah. ES is there. I need a little bit more from NQ, but ES is weaker.
Yeah, NQ's up. YM's actually the weakest of the three. I know you don't look at it as much, but
what is happening?
The only thing I also don't like is NVDA and the stocks are still trading down. Like they're not, last week Friday, NVIDIA was up like 5-6%.
I'm going to try a little bit of a long here.
Okay.
I tried it. This is definitely higher risk at 730, but I have a much wider stop now. This might just run through my stop and just flush.
What's your entry price?
731.
Got it.
This is definitely higher risk right now. I'm expecting a hold of the midpoint of the orb right now, but it could easily just rip my stop and then I'll look for another trade after that. I just don't want to be as hesitant on these trades, to be honest. Like, I've been pretty hesitant recently and I don't want to do that anymore. So.
Yeah, I like the longs if it closed above the orb high, but we didn't get that closure there. But I do see maybe this midpoint holding.
Yeah. I'm about to get stopped out. I just don't want to leave too much more room below this because I don't think there's that much more structure down here to hold up this trade. I was in profit for a second, but I would say literally a second.
It's bouncing now.
Yeah, now I'm back in profit. Well, break even pretty much. Okay, I have my target at 772, right at the high of this candle. And there's one piece off at 772. The rest,
nice.
My stop is in break even. I'm not getting rinsed on this, and the rest is at, and I'm about to get stopped out at break even. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that was fun. Luckily, I took off a piece at 772, but I still like the longs here, to be honest. Like that was a high risk entry, but I did end up getting 772, 40 points on NQ, and then the rest of my position was break even. So half the position was at 40 points, the rest was break even, so whatever. But I still like the longs, to be honest. The more acceptance we get up here above the orb high, the more confident I'll be, but I realistically probably shouldn't have moved my stops, but I almost took a 65-point stop, like, loss before, so I don't really love that. But
yeah,
starting off with a win so far. I'm not going to be super eager to jump into another trade at the moment, but we will see how. What's up?
I mean, we're swinging like 40 points, like it's nothing on the NASDAQ right now. So,
dude, I know that was the trade that I just took. 40 points, literally, like in 1 second. I'm still confident in the longs, but I need a little bit more up here in terms of acceptance. Like, I probably moved my stop too early, but you know, I don't know how many times I've said this, but I'm so much better at trading full in, full out. And for some reason, every time I'm on stream, I'm like, oh, I'll take a piece off.
Yeah, manage profits, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still confident in the longs here. I think that we're going to get one of these today. I think that we're going to get something like this. Now, I'm not saying this, to be clear. I'm saying something like, I would not be surprised if we revisit this. It would be nice if we can get, right? So looking at this area from yesterday, we're tapping into this area. If we can take out here, kind of build something here for continuation, that would be awesome. It's really, the Lonnie just commented, it's really hard for me to keep runners. I think that the issue with keeping runners is that almost always your TP1 is the best area to target. Like, or at least from, I'll speak for myself, like my TP1 is almost always the better target, which it was just, I mean, we'll see, but it was right now in this case where I'm sitting there, 40-point move goes in my favor, I take profits, and then I was honestly, and I still like the longs, but expecting a break of the orb high again. But the problem is that usually most people set their secondary, third, whatever targets on like 50 points, 70 points, 80 points. Like that's not a really great way to do it. On an arbitrary number, my target was between, like, around this gap fill area. But
see how we're still respecting the opening range high though.
Yeah, that's
why I haven't. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, yeah.
Yeah, if NVIDIA keeps like pushing here, pushing down or falling, I don't know. I want to wait a little bit longer. I don't want to rush into this, but We're 100 points away from orb high and 125 points away from orb low on NQ, and we're like dead center on the orb on ES.
Yeah. But a good exit on your trade though, because if you look for a little bit more than that, you would have been stopped. It's trading underneath 700 right now.
Well, my entry was at 31. Orb high was 70 points away. That would have been a really nice trade.
Jeez, it still feels like we want a bit higher, bro. Like it's just we get down to 700 and we just bid up like 30 points, then back down.
Yeah, this type of move, if we get a new, I would be. I don't want to start flip-flopping my bias for long, short. Like I want to get a little bit more confirmation, because now that this failed, I don't want to just start scalping short. So I'm just going to be a little bit more patient here.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, NVIDIA is down 2.5%. Tesla is also down almost 0.7. Very wiki price action right now, I must say. I mean, the orb on ES today is 50 points, bro. I don't know when last I've seen that.
Yeah, 0.75% on ES is crazy.
Yeah,
and you know what?
Is,
you know
dude.
how?
I mean,
dude, you know how easily I found that? Because of my sick indicator here.
Yeah, yeah.
How are you feeling, by the way?
Oh, much better, bro. I've been hitting the vitamin C big time, so I feel much better. But it's the son that's he's still sick.
How's
bro.
he doing?
You know, babies, they take a little bit longer. Yeah, it's just his cough, his chest, and that, bro. So.
Well, I hope he feels better soon.
Yeah, me too. So I can get sleep at night time. But yeah, I've actually, so on the road this week, just because of me feeling sick and everything, I've actually toned down the risk quite a bit. Like I've been risking like $200 a trade, really just toned it down. I just haven't been interested in, trying to trade at my normal size while being sick and traveling at the same time. So I'm up this week actually still like $500 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'll still take it.
Dude, it's such an adjustment for me too, because like I said on the last stream, probably like all of last summer, I was trading with 8 minis on NQ.
Sure.
Like that's gigantic size. Not with prop firms. Like I personally don't really love prop firms because I don't like the rules, but like that's huge size. Like it's huge size. And like I sized up to it like really aggressively, honestly, like probably not really being as patient with the size that like I wanted to, or I should have been. Like if I was looking at the scale up in position size that I took, and if it was someone else, I'd be like, that's super aggressive. Like you should probably not do that. But then I sized down. Now a few minis for me is like the sweet spot. Like for me, and like now sometimes like I'll take micros and it just doesn't really like feel the same. But being able to dynamically change your size is really important, because if you're not really meshing well with the current environment, like you don't want to be like, well, I normally trade 5 minis and I'm going to trade 5 minis because that's what I normally do. Like I've tried to actually remove my normal size from the equation. Like I try to not do that because, for example, like I didn't really love the markets in January, but I do like the markets a little bit better now. So now I'm like starting to scale up my size, but in January I was using much smaller size. So like, and unfortunately there's no like hard rule for this of like what you should like how to like scale your position size. But like if you at one point were trading, we'll call it whatever, 8 micros, you don't need to like label yourself as someone who trades 8 micros now. I think that's pretty important for everyone, that it's okay to switch. Like going from 8 minis to like 10 micros or 1 mini is a very big difference in how you see your P&L changes. But being able to be that like dynamic and having the range of being like, okay, I'm okay with taking this trade because I do want to be in this trade, but I don't want to risk as much, is very important. So yeah, I think that not everyone should have I trade 5 minis now and I'm going to trade it that way on every single trade.
Sure.
Yeah. So still a ton of chop right now. I'm not interested in this at all at the moment.
Much, bro. Yeah.
But
I do agree with that though, bro. Like it's everyone's risk dynamics and everything like that is completely like different, right? Not everyone's the same.
It's everyone should be doing their own thing.
André, can you hear me now? Should be able to.
Yeah,
there we go.
You're good. Your audio has been good.
It has been good. I'm like it, so I hope it's good here. But you know when you're like on the road and you're like you're not too sure, because you know how your PC normally is and my setup and everything, and then you're like you don't know how. Yeah. But if it gets above these highs, the opening range, like for me, I don't like taking trades when we're still inside the opening range high and low, which we can see. Let's put my like this. You guys should be able to see that screen over there like this. Look how we still are within this this orb high, which is at, call it 800, and the orb low down at 578. Like we still haven't had a 5-minute close above it. We've had a 1 minute, some 1 minute movement outside of it, but still nothing there. I think a nice entry would be like a closure above this range, or even like a closure above the range and a pullback, and then you get long, something like that. Yeah. But what I am seeing here for lows, look at this, André, like we've got a base here. And now we're kind of starting to get higher lows off of this. So I think it's kind of trying to trap the guys that are short selling before we could squeeze potentially. That's my thought process right now.
Yeah, I think that we have to get above. If you zoom out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like just pull back to yesterday. Yeah, that's like you see that consolidation from the lows of yesterday.
Yes, over here.
That down a little bit.
Oh yeah.
If we get above that, I think we're going to grind up all day. But that is a very big wall, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah. But look at it, bro. I mean, it does look like we want to move higher.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, we do have in the next 23 minutes, we have the screener will be set, and then I'll be interesting to see what we do get, because obviously stocks aren't like ripping either. That's the only thing I'm concerned about though.
Yeah.
Any questions in the chat right now? Let's have a look here. Would you check the opening candle continuation with 30 minutes on Friday? It's very high probability to bearish. So I do prefer the hourly. André, for the opening candle, are you mainly looking at the hourly as well?
Yeah, I usually, I mean, I know that a lot of people like to change it. You can definitely experiment with different time frames. I typically don't, just because I like the hourly. I think that you also getting that first hour gives you a lot of structure as well. So for me, I'm very interested in just like being a little bit more patient with the structure, because like now we're starting to like form levels, right? Like we have the highs, we have the lows, we have some structure here. Now, like obviously I want to get out of this area. And ideally, if we can do something like this, that would be awesome, right? Because now we have like a larger base that's kind of forming here, especially after we took out the overnight lows. But if you try to rush it, you try to like compress the time frame, you don't get as much of a structure to go off of, and the levels don't hold as well if they form on like a 1 minute chart, for example. So like obviously the higher time frame the level is, like the better, like the more it will hold. But so like I'm not using too much of the, like I will plot 1 minute levels, but I'm not holding as much weight to them as like a 15-minute chart or like a 30-minute chart or even a 5-minute chart. But for me, like if I'm going intraday, if I'm like scalping or day trading, I'm not, which I never swing trade. So like for most of what I do, I'm not really looking at a 30-minute chart to execute off of. I'll look at a 30-minute chart for context, but I'm not executing on a 30-minute chart. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not executing.
Agree with that. I can't. Yeah, I can't execute on a 30. Like the highest I'll go to maybe execute is like a 15 minutes.
Yeah, I will usually execute on a 5-minute or a 1 minute. Then I'll go to a 15-minute to kind of just like take a little bit of a step back.
Sure.
Bro, what do you think about the longs above this orb high if we get some acceptance up here?
If we do close above it, I would like it. My algo just took the long there, actually.
You got a good entry. You got the perfect entry. I mean, it couldn't have been better, honestly.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
You literally got like the closest possible entry that you could have. I don't hate this, to be honest. I really don't hate this. Thing is, the risk is pretty big right now, honestly. Like if you enter long at the gap fill, you're risking 60 points below previous day's low, below this little consolidation. Like I kind of like it though. Like with lower risk.
Yeah. Yeah, low, it definitely had to be lower risk.
Yeah. I think we get a new high of day, honestly. What?
Yeah, I might take a small long here on one of my discretional accounts.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I'll let you know if I do get in, but I am liking the structure. My stop would have to be pretty. You're gonna laugh at this, but my stop would have to be like underneath.
Don't tell me low of day.
No, it will be like 680, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, these longs here off of the gap fill. If we got just a little bit lower into this area, I would have liked to take them. I have a question for you now. Well, if you take it, whatever, just like interrupt me. But
I'll let you know. Yeah.
I have a question now about now we're interested in the longs. Enjoy, Mark. Have a good one. Longs from 720. Awesome. I love it. If we make a new high of day and then retrace back down to the gap fill, I think the longs are a lot less valid. What do you think about that?
If we make a new high of day and then retrace back down to the gap fill,
like if we do this.
So, yes. Show me illustration. Yes. Like, if it takes out those lows lower, like if it comes back deep inside the opening range, then yes, they're less valid. I'll have to. They would be less appealing for me. I agree with that. I
would really, really like this.
I'd like it to hold like yes, like that point there, like 780, 770.
Yeah, 760 would be a really clean entry. Now again, this stop is definitely wider. But
it has to be wider today, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can't trade even if you're trading futures, you can't trade your normal contract sizing today. Like I'm obviously going always based on dollar-based risk, but you can't trade with a tight stop loss today. I think you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, I just don't think we're going to get that move down again. I think. What do you think about using? Yeah, I mean, it's just too tight of a stop. Like, it's just not a good entry, in my opinion. But I was going to say, like, if you use orb high as the support, and then your risk is below the gap fill, that's call it a 50.40 something point stop. But now you can go for a high of day with a 1-to-1.
Yes, 1-to-1. Yeah, exactly. Dude, shame. My mate has the wedding is actually tomorrow. Remember I told you it was like the bachelors and like leading up to golf and everything like that leading up to the wedding. There's like a rehearsal dinner tonight. It's absolutely just started pissing down with rain, like howling.
No. Is it outside?
Dude. Yeah, I think it is outside. So.
Oh my God.
Dude, like I haven't seen rain like just come this fast in quite some time. It's absolutely pissing down.
Oh my God, that sucks.
Jeez.
At least it's the rehearsal dinner and not the actual wedding.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow, bro. But
yeah.
Wow. Anyway, but I have to drive now, like 20 minutes to go to the place.
This guy doesn't want to drive 20 minutes for his friend's rehearsal dinner.
Bro, that for a small town guy like me, I don't like long drives, bro.
I got
unless
that.
it's in my unless it's in my.
What do you think about the longs here?
Yeah, I'm watching them. I am watching them right now. Back at 760, 763. See, Andrew, the only thing I don't like about it is, like, we still are negative on like NVDA.
Yeah.
Okay, so I if you take a long year, I would. I
just took the long at 759.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it. I don't really care. I'm green on the day. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna try it.
Nice. You gotta play to win.
Yeah. I'm going for new high of day. I'll go just before it at 840. Whatever. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I don't care. My stop is at 639.
It's also holding above. So if it's just show my chart over here. We'll go back to yours now, André. But I just want to show this. Look how nicely. So this is the 1 minute time frame. Look how nicely we made the low, and now we are making higher lows, and now we are above opening range high. We've taken that out, and we are above the daily and New York session view up, which is the black one and blue one respectively. So I do like it.
Yeah.
I think it's very similar to that trade on Monday that we never took. Remember that?
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, I've been hesitant. I mean, a little bit too hesitant because I didn't like the price action in January, and like now I've kind of let it carry it over into February, and I just like don't want to be as hesitant. Like, I'd rather be in the trade and like take a loss than, in this case, like I'm back into drawdown again. But like, this is valid to me, and I'm about to get torched.
Well, let's see. It's going to hold up. Yeah, we got someone asking also another question. Someone's a wedding photographer. Geez, yeah, I don't know how you guys, like with all the headaches and everything it can be, but now rain. Previous day's range report is in play right now to target the break of the high of yesterday. Yes, so if you're going to take out the opposite side, the only thing is we are trading obviously below, previous day's lows.
I hate how the moves up grind and the moves down are so violent.
Flush. They flush hard, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, this is this one candle here is 76 points. Like, I was just up 40 points, and now I'm down 40 points.
Yeah. I must say though, I don't like the shorts. If that helps the long bias, I wouldn't short this market right now.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I need NVIDIA to like get itself together and like pick up a little bit. But yeah, I was just up 40 points. Now I'm down 40 points. Like, or not anymore. But I'm down 30 points now. But yeah, if you're going to be trading today, you need a wider stop.
Smaller size. Well, on the bright side, I've got another payout coming Monday.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
How's this? I don't know if anyone's in the chat. Oh, most of the guys trade with the prop firms, but dude, every single time I open up Twitter, all I see is people complaining about Top Step, bro. It's like,
dude, I know. I don't know what's going on. I think like something must have happened with them, like internally.
No, yeah. Well, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, they just changed the rules basically for their live program and XFA. So I'm sure people are pretty upset.
What do you think about adding to these longs right now?
Yeah, I do like that. It depends on the size that if you went in with like a half size from the first original entry.
God, dude.
So the screener next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The only thing, as I said, André, like I like these longs. The only thing I don't like is like NVIDIA's down 2%.
I know, dude.
And I know on Friday, yeah. And also Tesla's down. So it's not like one is up. What is NVIDIA doing at the moment?
It's near low of day. It's less than $1 off a low day. It's $4.6 off of high of day. The thing is, like, my target is 90 points. Like, I think my target is a little bit too far for my normal trading style. Like, if I target 50 points, I have just under a 1-to-1, which I'm fine with. But then if I target, call it the 800 level orb high, I have I don't know if I even target it up here, this 820 area. I hate when it grinds in my direction and then it flushes against me, and then grinds in my direction and then flushes against me. Like, that's not a great sign, but I don't know. I'm just going to let it sit, honestly. Let's just.
There you go. We're respecting the New York session VWAP again.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
So I'm going to put my target at 820 even. And it's my stop is in break even. My stop is slightly in profit now. I'll let it run. So my target is right here. If this rejects off the orb high, I'm going to be furious. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be furious if this rejects and I get stopped out at break even right now. And I'm about to get stopped out at break even. Yeah, I have no risk anymore on this trade.
Okay.
Yeah, my target is at 819. Even. I always like to front run by, wow. That's it.
Dude, this market is.
Literally, I was just up 50 points, should have left my target at orb high, and now I got stopped out at break even again. Okay.
Oof.
I think it's safe to say that I'm done for the day. I'm green.
Dude, yeah.
I was up 50 points. Go ahead.
So I was speaking to a guy the other day that says he risks 5% of his account with a 10-point stop on the NASDAQ. Well, imagine doing that in these type of markets, bro. I'm sorry, dude.
Insane and so dumb. I'm sorry if whoever that is watching right now. Like, I cannot even believe that.
Bro, I was just sitting there. I was just like, nice. You know, when you actually don't feel like fighting someone and you're just sitting there like, okay.
Yeah, dude. Like, you're not going to help yourself, honestly.
No.
Let's just go to a 5-second chart. This 5-second candle was 30 points.
Now imagine he's risking 5% on 5% with a 10-point stop of his account.
Let's go to a 1-second chart. A 1-second chart. This is like the smallest interval that you can possibly go to. every candle is 10 points. This one is 12 points. There are some here that are 4 points. Risking 5% of your account is absolutely insane. By the way, guys, I am done with this with today. I will not be taking another trade. I was just up 50 points. And for anyone who's been on an algo call with me, I always say, and this is like, I've probably said this on stream too, but my trading style is to go for 40 to 60 points on NQ. I was just up 50 points, didn't take the profit, got stopped out at break even, and I'm pissed, so I'm done. That's it.
Yeah. Call it there.
I'm not going to be up 50 points and not move my stop. Like usually that's my full target, like 50 points. Like I know people that go for 80, 90, 120 point moves. That is not me. I don't care. I'm not interested in doing that. But I am also not interested in getting torched in this garbage price action.
This is giving me similar vibes. Remember about like 2 months ago, it was like in November, end of November. I tried to buy the YM and we had a massive down day the previous day, and we were trading kind of like in this range, and I'd end up getting stopped out, and then it ended up ripping later on as the session went on.
Yeah.
I ended up getting the longs off stream, but I took the loss on stream. So it's giving me pretty similar vibes to that day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm green today. So, I mean, if anyone took those trades, I hope that you protected your downside the way that I did. But
yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up?
No, one of the guys is saying how big. It's not when you risk 5%. Like I can't fathom risking 10 points, 5% of my account. I mean, I understand if you want to risk 5% of your account with like a 200 point stop, you know. But
yeah, dude, that's actually much more reasonable.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. Guaranteed, dude, we get new high of day now. And I got stopped out at break even.
I'm thinking of taking a long here because I think we start to rally here personally. So don't.
Yeah, I'm with you, man, but I'm not taking it anymore because I'm not happy with this.
Frustrated.
Yeah. I think it's we get new high of day for sure, but I just don't. I'm not taking it because this is like extremely annoying. Honestly, like I'm not interested in this type of like garbage grind. Like look how big the red candles. And I'm on a 1 minute chart right now, but like look how big the red candles are relative to the green candles. Like these are moves up and then just rejection. A move up and then a rejection, and a move up and a rejection. Like it's just I'm not doing that. And the entry here, by the way, the entry that I had at 59 was a sniper entry here. Where was it? Right over here. That was a great entry, but I'm not dealing with all of this rejection. Like now, if there was like a hard sell-off, like I don't want to deal with that. But there's my target at 819 was just hit. So how awesome is that?
There you go, 825.
Are you taking the longs here?
I'm waiting. I want to see how this candle closes on the 5. The next 2 minutes. I just want to see how we close. Yeah. Because we have been respecting this 800 level quite a bit today.
Yeah. You know, it might be interesting right now. If we do get a larger pullback, I don't know, actually. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, comes the what's NVDA doing off those lows as well? It looks like we're bouncing.
Yeah, it's bouncing off the lows here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
I'm
another
long.
coffee before I.
Yeah, I'm long. Before you.
Before I jump into this, 100-point win out at 820. Legend. You took the trade that I stopped myself out of. Beast. Hold on.
I'm long at 824. There you go. Jeez, I'm already up 40 points. So I'm long 824 at the moment on the Nasdaq. I have a pretty wide stop on this. It's over 100 points. It's markets are moving today. So we see how we go. YM's picking up some momentum now too. Yeah, and 100.1 out at 820. That's brilliant. That's really, really good trading. Nice. Let's get my screen up here. So I'm long the Nasdaq right now. As I said, in at 824. Screen just taking a little bit of time to load. But I am in mid 5-minute candle over here. I got my stop over there. We'll see if we can just get a little bit of pop. I like how we could be closing now on the 15-minute time frame too. It's a great close above the highs for me. And I want to see if we can get a little bit of a move higher. That would be great. There you go. 872. We have almost 50 points right now.
And I'm pissed.
Yeah, I'm up. I'm up like 60 points right now, bro. So
awesome. Well, I'm happy for you, and I'm also happy that I'm green. I am not interested. I think that if we get above this blue area, my God.
Get your shot up. There you go.
I actually cannot believe that I got stopped out there.
YM's bouncing hard now too, bro. Look at that. Looks like stocks are trying to turn. What's if you can just put up my charts are taking a little bit low. Just get the stock screen up there. What you got? Yeah, look at that. So NQ Tesla trying to rally. Yeah.
We need the break of the IBs first. It's gonna take. It'll load in a second. It's not instant. It does take a 1 minute for this to all set up. But yeah, okay. This will start to lean bullish.
I took out some profits. I'm going to close half at 60 points in profit there, bro. On a Friday, that's been a little bit more tricky. I'll take that little bit of a rise. I think it's going to be like $300 or something like that. I'll take that on a Friday. That's been a little bit more tricky.
Yep, that's great. Yeah, I have my 40-point winner, and I've the rest at break even. So I'm happy with 40 points. I'm not interested in FOMOing into this trade right now. I do think the longs are still valid, to be honest. So for anyone that's kind of looking right now, I do think the longs are valid, but I'm not interested in them right now. I'm not taking them again.
Took the longs once André got stopped out for break even. You half day. Thanks for the signals. Hey, well, signals. So just started edgeful signals chat, André.
Yeah, we'll open up a Discord. It'll be awesome.
No, I'm teasing. But yeah, we got the Discord. So come join the Discord. Put your markups in there, and you can give some feedback on edgeful's Trust Pilot as well as in the Discord too. That'll be great.
That would be awesome, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like markets do want to rally, bro. That's for sure.
Yep.
So I've still got half of my trade on. There you go. My edgeful. I'll go just hit TP. Look over there. Look at my screen. Bottom left-hand side over there. Look there. Let's just move that.
Bro.
There you go. You can see over there. So my edge for I'll go just hit TP, and I'm in on the manual longs as well. So that will always it's always nice. Yeah, we're finally getting some extension after quite a little bit of some chop, bro.
I was a little bit too conservative.
No, but you still execute. I mean, it wasn't the easiest of trading days right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm up 90 points on the runner, 91. Once it gets up 100 points, I'll close out and call it a week. 99. Okay, I'm up. I just ticked to 100. I'm going to close at about 98 in profit. So I'm going to close that over there. You can see. So over here, I was in at 824. Sorry, actually, let's move that. I'm in at 824 on the dot. And my best exit was just off that highs like that. So I think it was 98 points.
Beautiful.
There we go. I'll take it. But that's, again, just like staying in the same direction as André, because I saw he liked that, what he was seeing on the longs. I also liked how we flushed those lows, the pre-market lows. We get above New York session view up. We break opening range to the high side multiple times, and I take that mid 5-minute candle over there at 824 to the long. So I got a worse buy price than André, but still playing what I was looking for in the market. So I'll take that to end the week. Also, it is a public holiday on Monday too.
Monday, Also, for anyone, if you guys were in the beginning of the stream here, what we were saying earlier was take out these lows and then rip to the highs. Now, it was pretty messy, to be honest, way messier than I thought it would be. But this is exactly what has been happening so far, and that's really the logic here. Yeah, the video's finally picking up. Meta's at well into high of day. Apple is close to high day, kind of like midpoint of the range. Broadcom's in the midpoint. Google's in the midpoint. Tesla's in the midpoint. So.
Yeah, I think that's a good exit personally, bro, because we could easily come back down there.
I'm curious to see how IB high will hold, but again, I'm up 40 points on the day. I'm not interested in forcing anything right now, but yeah, I think that we're going to get this grind higher starting now.
Yeah.
Great trade on your end, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah. I'll take that forward. A pretty tricky Friday as well.
Yeah. Is anyone taking any trades right now?
Yeah, how's the chat doing here? Anyone take the similar trades to what we did? Anyone green, red? If you want to put in your trades in the chat too, we can maybe go over them before we head off stream here as well.
For anyone who is long right now or has that long bias, just pay attention to how this IB high holds. because it would be interesting to see how that holds up.
Jeez, look at that retracement, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's
a quick 70-point retracement, just like it's nothing.
This is the insane part, dude. Like, it's grind. I mean, it wasn't really a grind up, but like I would say relative to this candle, it was pretty much a grind up. And then now it's just like getting absolutely torched. Like, I don't know. This has been a pretty tricky day so far, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be green, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. If you can get green on days like this.
Yeah, dude, it's huge.
Yeah, especially for confidence as well, because if you can trade markets like this, you know, I think you can trade easier markets when like yesterday when it broke out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't on the charts yesterday. I was doing a bunch of work.
Bro. That would look at this. This
look
is
at your profit target, by the way. Like, what a perfect.
Yeah, look at my exit.
Yeah.
Look at that. Literally, I almost got it to the exact tip, and then I literally just reversed. So that's why I'm a big believer of, when you are trading discretionary, you got to trade what you feel of the market. Not, this is going high, because I'll be pissed if I'm like up 100 points or 98 points and then it reverses on me like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you mean kind of like what happened to me before? I still like the longs here, dude. Like, genuinely. Like, I still like the longs. I think it's solid, but I'm just not taking anything right now because I don't like these moves. You know what's interesting too is what could be interesting. If anyone trades options here, specifically options selling, this might be a good opportunity. Now, I'm not saying to do this because I'm not looking at what the premiums are like right now, but selling put spreads at low of day with the 677 strike, like, that's not horrendous, to be honest. That would be a double break of the IB. There would have to be a lot of confluence, or like, there would have to be a lot of things that would break for price to get back down here.
Would you say that you're selling it so you want price to come lower?
No, you want price to go up. You just don't care about how fast it goes up or how much higher it goes. I'll explain it in a second. I'm just going to check.
Are you saying selling puts at 772? So you're saying it wouldn't go back below that price?
Correct. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, I'm with you. Yeah. If you're buying puts, that means you're selling. But if you're selling puts, that means you. Okay.
Yeah, you're just on the opposite side of the trade. Yeah, exactly.
Opposite side. Yeah, I'm with you.
So, hold on one sec.
André, I used that reusable studio today. It seems it's a lot easier, but you do have to put the description in, and I made sure that the local recordings were on. But then you don't have to put it on every single time. Yeah,
that's perfect.
Jeez.
Hold on one sec.
Yeah, so let me actually go and put edgeful's Trustpilot link.
Yeah, that would be awesome. If you guys can leave us a review, that would be awesome. An honest review. I don't want to like. I'm not asking for 5 stars. Like, give us a legit review.
Yeah. Let me put it in the chat here for you guys, and comment on the streams as well. How's the streams been? There you go. So I've just put them in the chat.
Sorry. Yeah, so pretty much what I was going to do is I was looking at the options here. The problem is the premiums kind of suck, which is not good. So pretty much, right, we have the screener now is actually pretty split 50-50. What's in play is also split kind of 50-50 with long short. I have my bias bar for all reports, not reports that are in play. The reports that are in play, there's only 7, so keep that in mind. But 6 out of 7 of them are long and only 1 is short. So the IB by weekday, opening candle for ES and NQ, everything else is pretty much long except previous day's range. So what this would mean is that a lot of these would have to fail. Like a lot of these, it would have to be the 20%, 20%, it would be the 21%, et cetera, et cetera. Like a lot of these would have to fail. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It can very well happen. But what you're doing is if you sell the options below low day, what would have to happen is there would have to be a double break of the IB, which is very unlikely, obviously. So let's go to the IB by weekday.
I'm getting some messages, sorry, in the Discord. André James, thanks for the bar signal.
It's not a signal. I mean, listen, like you guys are whatever. Like it's not a signal. It's not the intention. We don't want you to copy our trades. We're walking you through the logic of like what we're doing here, what like the levels we use and like why we use them. And this is what I'm literally walking you guys through now with this SPY trade, specifically with option selling. The only issue is the premiums are not good. So it's like not worth the trade. But the idea would be IB by weekday on SPY. Okay, this is really important to know here. The double break is actually 30% on Fridays for SPY. So what that means is 30% of the time on Fridays, price has broken this area. Like obviously, if price keeps falling, selling put spreads is terrible. Like you do not want that because the further it falls against you, like the more drawdown you go in. So like the more you're wrong, the further in drawdown you go. So that's the really hard piece about option selling. Like your risk management has to be on it when you sell options. So if you're not really great with your risk management, if you let your trades become like these very big losers, option selling is not for you. That is without question. Wow, I'm just like in total disbelief at this day so far. Got a great question from Brian. What time do you guys live trade? We have live trading on every single day, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's either James and I or Mr. Zink. So every single day you can go to our YouTube, you can go to our Twitter, the Edgeful YouTube, the Edgeful Twitter, or wherever you're watching right now, you can come back. Every single weekday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time, we have someone that is live.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in shock about this, to be honest. Yeah, also James has pre-market streams.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's very, very choppy. I mean, this is not sure.
This is hard to believe, honestly. Like I thought that once we got back into this area, we were ready to go. But now we're back into that trash range that we were in before. Like I think that we never reclaimed that high, right? We never reclaimed this zone, this area from yesterday. So like, yeah, can we make another leg higher? Of course. But I think the quality of these longs after a move down that is almost 200 points off the high, I'm not really as interested in these.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the longs. I'm not interested in the way that this price action is forming, because like this is like honestly trash in my opinion.
Yeah, no, this is not great. I'm glad I got the longs in and out, but I agree, this is not great price action at all.
Bro. Wow, dude, look at the Tesla stat. 85% single break on Fridays. 91 on Mondays. Wow, Thursdays are the highest double break at 25%. All of the single break on Tesla is so high. If you guys trade option, oh my God, dude, did you see that they're releasing stock futures?
Yes, I saw that. Yeah,
dude, that's
Exactly
crazy.
how I'm trading. Yeah, that's exactly how I'm trading the stock CFDs, bro. It's very, very similar.
I know, but you can't. I don't think that CFDs are. That's not a thing here in the US.
Yeah, I know, but well, that's cool that they're releasing them with the CME.
Dude, that's crazy. Dude, the CME is about to print so much money. It's going to be ridiculous. Yeah, Brian, I think that these, okay, I'm cool. Cool. I'm new to edgeful, just trying to get better at making a system. I think that these streams are absolutely one of the best ways to get familiar with edgeful and how you apply the data to your trading in real time. Mr. Zink has a really solid system for trading the IB by rejection, the inside bars. There's a bunch of things that he looks at. He has a different trading style than I do, James has a different trading style than I do. And you get to see it from 3 different perspectives, because I think that James's entries are typically different. His stops are typically different, very different than mine. But you get to see how each of us interpret the data and apply them. So obviously the streams are completely for free, so you can obviously see exactly what we're doing. But building that system that how do I actually apply this in real time, these streams are going to be the perfect place for you to start.
Yeah. And then also the Discord as well. I'm always going to say, hop in the Discord too, to see what other guys are thinking or what they're looking at too, right?
100%.
André, I've got to head off. So
yeah, it's good. We can wrap it up here. I'm not taking any more trades now. After this, I'm all set. I hope it stops raining for you, but
thank you.
I'll unshare my screen here. I'll pull this off.
There you go.
So I'm green today. James is green today. Apparently we're throwing signals around, which we are not, but yeah, we're both green today. I hope you guys are green. I see green and then stopped out in profit. Awesome. So yeah, I'm just not interested. Now price is just ripping. This is just not, it's just not it for me. I'm not interested in this. But
yeah,
don't blow your accounts going into the weekend. I appreciate all of you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe or follow wherever you're watching. We'll be back on Monday. So just a couple days. Or actually, markets close on Monday, right?
Yeah, markets close on Monday. Public holiday.
Markets close Monday, so no stream on Monday. For anyone who's watching, we'll obviously make an announcement of that. But no stream Monday. Markets are closed, and appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Cheers, guys. Sorry, I got the baby crying in the background, but we'll see you guys all on next week then.
All right.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
All right.